Hello, good evening and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. It's Tuesday night and we're live from Goodwood. Hey, we were here on Friday, weren't we? Come back again, we enjoyed it that much. We're at Goodwood for round 5 of the Porsche Sprint Trophy Season 2. We have 3 sprint races after a 10-minute qualifying in these Group 4 Cayman, GTSport, Porsche, all sorts of names. So yeah, 3 sprint races. They qualify, they have to use 3 different compounds: racing sport, racing sport, racing soft, racing super soft, and racing mediums. Whatever they qualify is what they start the first race on. Then I believe it's a reverse grid from those results whilst they all change their tyres, and then they have a second race, and then it's a reverse grid after that. Anything else I need to tell you about? We're at Goodwoods. It's 2.367 miles, it's 7 corners, and it's 9 laps this evening per race. I'll quickly get onto the table because I know we are tight for time, and he's going to be asking people if they're ready anytime soon. So Matt Psycho is at the top of the table with 166 points. Liam Anfield is second on 162 points. Shiren is third on 157 points. Bunny is fourth on 146 points. IR Graham is fifth on 141 points, but he has missed a round and we do drop scores. So IR Graham sitting very strong, even though he's in fifth. 6th for Homesick Alien with 132 points. 7th for Guesty, also missing around, is on 106 points. Cymex in 8th on 104 points. 9th for Skyjacker on 92 points. I believe he's missed around as well. There's a few missed around, so when the drop scores come in, this table is going to be tight. 10th for Rido on 68 points. Pat in 11th on 65 points. He's asking. Noxie 12th on 63 points. Joker's on 13th with 62 points. Rivix to 14th on 52 points, and Jim in 15th on 17 points. It's darn tight. It is a very tight. So let's get looking, and I'll give him an R. I'm sure he's waiting. I haven't even paid attention who's sticking to the R's and the Y's. It's all a big rush. Oh, Matt Psycho is actually tagging me and giving it a little Y. Yeah, alright, man. So, there we go. He started qualifying 10 minutes around Goodwoods. In the chat, we've got Rido saying good evening. Pat saying here we go. Glorious Goodwood. Oh, wait. Wrong sport. And Skyjack saying evening bah. And Amika also in the chat saying evening all. This is the qualifying then. We're back at Goodwood. You'd think I'd learnt the corners since Friday night, and I haven't. I think it's more fun when I don't know the corners. It seems a bit poncy when I'm walking out. Yeah, we're going through Woodcote right now. I don't know. If that's Woodcote, then that was a guess and a half. So we're in a really horrible camera angle. There we go. Let's sort all our business out. What's going on there? I've got this F12 button as well to play with. Ooh, Rido. That corner just keeps going round. We should get on board with someone, shouldn't we? And see. Oh, Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho is on the mediums. They're qualifying on the mediums. This is interesting. Let's have a quick look through. Mediums for Rido. Rivix has got mediums. Oh my god, they're all moving around. Super Softs for IR Graham. And Matt Psycho's gone on mediums. Shiren's gone the super soft way. Skyjacker has gone the mediums. Liam Anfield's on the mediums. Jokers has gone for mediums as well. Holmes getting a medium tyre. Rivix the mediums. They're all getting the mediums out nice and early, aren't they? It might be a bit one-sided for those super softs and soft drivers up there. There's a Guesty in his Gentile, that's it. I was trying to remember which was the right one and which was the wrong one. So IR Graham, let's have a look then. Oh no, that was the wrong button. That's the button, and then that button, and that gets us in the car. And we can see he's just gone around the first corner. He's coming up to a little kink to the right. Full beans through there, no worries. And here we're going to be thinking about lifting, even braking. No, he's going in quite deep, and now, oh, he's flipped it in there, braked heavy, taken the apex to the left, and he's carried the speed through well. Beautiful stuff from IR Graham as he's coming up to another tight corner down into third gear. He just lets that front of the Porsche do the work for him. And there again, straightening back up in his Cayman, going down the short-ish straight until the next corner. He's already up to about 165 miles an hour. Coming to the end of that, it's 170 miles an hour before he breaks into this section of the track, going through the chicane. This has seen the bravest of souls drop out of races through that corner, and there he goes to cross the line with his first qualifying with a 107.568. Great stuff there. Everyone else setting times as we go. Graham sitting on the top. Sharon was the second fastest with a 108.272. They're still dropping times in. Matt Psycho, the third fastest with a 109.1. Quite a big difference in the top 3 times there. 7/10 from IR Graham and Sharon. Matt Psycho a further 9/10 behind. Then we have Liam Anfield. Oh, we should check out the tyres. Super soft, super soft. Matt Psycho doing very well on the mediums. Liam Anfield on the mediums also. Qualifying in 4th with a 109.2. Homesick Alien 5th with a 110.398. They're still putting times in. Jokers is 6th fastest after that first flying lap. Rido 7th fastest with Noxie 8th in his Jägermeister Porsche. 9th for Aces High, but he's just losing it there at the moment. He's not going to go faster on this lap. 10th for Guesty. These are quite slow laps down here. They must have had a little offs. IR Graham extending that pole to a 107.5. Matt Psycho, remember, on those mediums, getting a 108.987, so he's doing very well out there on the mediums. Liam also on those mediums. Have to look. Homesick Alien's gone faster, stayed in 5th though, behind Liam Anfield. 3/10 adrift of him. Skyjacker going 7th fastest, 700ths off of Jokers' time. Rido is putting a 110.826, and that's put him down in 8th place, only 500ths off of Skyjacker. Rido on those medium tyres as well, so a good lap from Rido. Guesty a 110.8. He's on them softs. He's not happy in that Goodwood here. You would expect him to be at the sharp end on those soft tyres. A 10.8, but maybe that was a banker. This is the one he's going for. Rivixter doing a 122. Rivixter not getting a lap time around here at Goodwood so far. And he is some 7 seconds from Pat's time. Pat making a mistake that we saw that last lap round. And Guesty, we're keeping an eye on his sectors. I missed one, sorry. Matt Psycho doing another fast lap of 108.860 on those medium tyres, maintaining that 3rd place on the grid so far. Homesick Alien going faster, but I can't see if he's in 5th or not. Skyjacker going faster. We're just sticking with Guesty because we think he's got a lot more in the tank on those soft tyres around here at Goodwood. Through the chicane, like I said. That breaks everybody's hearts at some point. And there you can see in the background Liam Anfield struggling to keep his car, and Guesty up to 2nd. There you go, 107.978. Knew he had it in him. So Skyjacker we saw going faster, and he's put himself up into 5th ahead of Liam Anfield and Homesick Alien. So a great lap from Skyjacker there, a 108.985. He's some 2.5 tenths. Rivixter getting a good lap in there. In 11th place, ahead of Pat, only a second off of Rido. IR Graham extending that pole, half a second ahead of Guesty. Remember now, Sharon in 3rd. That's going to be a very tight front row on those compound tyres. And then after that, Matt Psycho on the mediums, ahead of Skyjacker. Liam Anfield just behind him. And Homesick Alien, he's just gone across the line, still does a 109.8. Nothing faster there from these boys. What can Noxie do? He did a rough lap, his last one, of 40.8, and he's hanging that Cayman out there. He really is something to see. Oh, Mama Sykes is in the chat saying hi all. As we're seeing Noxie having a crack at his time with less than 3.5 minutes left to qualify, and Noxie losing the Cayman under the with medium tyres, wasn't it, I think? Liam Anfield, he's got to try and get a lap in. They're on their medium tyres though, not much grip for those guys. We saw IR Graham extending his lead. Rivixter He's bettered his time in 11th. He's only 6/10 behind Rido now, very close, and Higher Graham pulling it even further away from Guesty. 7/10. Matt Psycho going faster again. Stays in 4th, but he's only 3/10 behind Shiren. Shiren going faster though. Shiren pulling out only a 10th on Matt Psycho. He's on those super soft tyres. You'd expect a bigger time difference between the medium and the super soft at least. Homesick Alien going faster back there in 7th place. Oh, painful. Look at that. Very close to Liam Anfield's time. Only 11th hundred off. He's 1.3 seconds ahead of Noxie. Guesty going faster. He's only half a second off of IR Graham. He's on those soft tyres. That's very, very tidy lap from Guesty. And Shiren, there must be more in the tank. We've got 2 more minutes left of qualifying here for round 5 of the Porsche Sprint Trophy Season 2. And it's been a humdinger of a season so far. Rivixter going faster again. He's got himself up into 8th place there. Rivixter jumping Noxie by 1,000th of a second. Noxie, but Noxie's got a green. So we'll keep an eye. Matt Psycho going faster again. And so has Shiren. Shiren going back up into 2nd fastest. As we're just keeping an eye on Noxie coming around. Rivixter's just poked it in front of him, and we've got more movement up front. Skyjacker, is it going faster? We'll have a look. As we see Noxie just putting it ahead of Rivixter by a second. Only 2/10 off of Liam Anfield there for Noxie. He is on the racing soft tyres. IR Graham, then we've seen him keep extending that. Shiren went fastest out of everybody else last time around with a 107.773, putting himself 800ths ahead of Guesty. Matt Psycho in 4th, going faster again, a 108.520. He's 2.5 ahead of Skyjacker, also going faster. Homesick Alien has got himself ahead of Liam Anfield out there. At the moment, it looks like he's using Liam Anfield's toe to get faster than Liam Anfield. Very good work. He's going faster again. Liam Anfield is just ahead of him, coming around towards the line. And Shiren going faster again, stays in 2nd. Jokers has pulled out a lap and got into 9th. And there, Liam Anfield, he hasn't got ahead of Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien's just coming to cross the line. He went faster again, a 109.1. Next to Liam Anfield's a 109.2. Absolutely nothing in it between those two. Noxie pulling more time out of the bag. 2/10 behind Liam Anfield. A second ahead of Jokers. Guesty, oh, he's gone faster, but he stayed in 3rd. Rivixter into the pits. There's Rido. And Pat's struggling around here at Goodwood. No, Pat's just put a time in 500ths off of Rido's time. Very close there for Pat. So IR Graham, nothing can touch him today, although Shiren, 4/10, very close. But IR Graham's sitting on pole. Ooh, he's just had a little, and that can happen in the race so easily. And that is why you can't put any money on these races here at Goodwood. And IR Graham's crossed the line for pole. Shiren, Jokers has gone faster at the dead there. We'll have a look. Shiren's gone over the line in 2nd place. Can Guesty do anything about it? Out of the top 3 on those soft tyres. Oh, he's 200s up, but he's lost the back end. Can he gather her up? He's lost too much time. Whoa. Stop the news. Stop the press. Look at that move there from Guesty. I believe he's lost time, but oh, if he could just get a faster time with that lap, that would be awesome news. But no, it went far off. Look at that, 600ths sideways through the last corner. Matt Psycho has gone across the line and he's in 4th place. Skyjacker, he's going slow, so he must have done in 5th. Homesick Alien has done in 6th. Liam Anfield coming across the line, but it's a slow lap, so Liam Anfield stays 7th. With Noxie in 8th place. He's on them soft tyres, so in the race that is not bad position. Whilst those guys on mediums take longer to warm their tyres up, they'll be struggling in the first few corners. Noxie could make up good ground. Jokers in 9th place, with Rivixter in 10th, ahead of Rido in 11th. And Pat finishing only 500ths off of Rido in the time in the end in the Aces High Porsche Cayman GT4. But there is your man, your pole sitter, I.R. Graham, doing what he does best, going fast. In the chat then, Jill saying evening thinkster, and Mika also saying impressive drift. It was by the guest meister. And that is your grid. As we're watching I.R. Graham, no better camera angle, that's what you're getting, I'm afraid. So they're waiting for the lights to go out here at Blighty, around the Goodwood. And there, Guesty made an absolute corker of a start. And now humdinger of a start for Guesty there. Unbelievable stuff. And Shiren just clinging on, trying to defend the place. And Guesty's having a look around the outside, but Shiren's keeping hold of it, and Matt Psycho on those medium tyres. This is helping him out. He's through. He's past Shiren. Guesty's already up. Guesty into second. Shiren losing a little bit of ground there. Skyjacker in fifth, but he's got Homesick Alien having a very close look at his livery. No, Skyjacker stays ahead whilst Noxie having a bite at the Alien. Then you've got Liam Anfield further down, and oh my word, Pat, he's made up ground, but he's down into last place, I imagine. Joker's then in 10th place, having a look at the Rivster. With Pat just getting back on track, so Rido quite far, but Rido just going past Pat now in 12th place. So I.R. Graham 1.2 seconds leading from Guesty. Matt Psycho on the medium tyres, but Matt Psycho's struggling with grip. Side by side there with Shiren. Oh my word, he keeps hold of it through the chicane, and that is some beautiful racing there from Matt Psycho and Shiren, the Russian sensation for Team 13. With Matt Psycho sporting the Sick Children's Trust. It's very tight between these two drivers at the moment. No quarter given, with Skyjacker in fifth. And Liam Anfield's got himself ahead of Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien, we assume, must have made a small mistake because he's got Jokers breathing right down his neck. And sat on board with Jokers, looking at the back of Homesick Alien. But Homesick Alien on those medium tyres, as is Joker's just ahead of, Noxie's dropped down to 9th. We saw he was up there. And that's a beautiful view from Joker's car. Let's get back out there and have a look then. I.R. Graham 1.3 seconds ahead of Guesty. He's just coming around to finish the second lap, with Guesty in second place, 3 seconds ahead of the medium tired Matt Psycho, who's fending off. Oh no, Shiren's had a small off. Looks like Skyjack has gone through. Liam Anfield's gone through. Oh my word. Poor Shiren. We'll have a quick look. He comes into the corner. He's already off of the... Oh, there you go. And it's just... He just fumbles it through the chicane, but he's just trying to do what he can after already having that small off. Losing 2 places, but he's on good tyres. He is on the good tyres, and he looks like I missed a move from Homesick there, and Homesick is ahead of Shiren, and someone behind Shiren is off, and I pressed the wrong button. It was Jokers, oh my word. Jokers losing the Cayman there. How far ahead of Rivixter is he is a good... he's good 30 seconds nearly. So Joker's getting back on track. He's going to lose that battle with... Shiren down in 7th with Noxie. Shiren struggling in that Porsche today. I.R. Graham, 1.4 seconds. He's not pulling away from Guesty at the moment. A 107.9 his last time around. A 108.3 this time around. Guesty doing a 108.3 also, matching his lap times. A 109.7 from Matt Psycho. He's on the medium tyres with Skyjacker up into 4th, Liam Anfield up into 5th, and Homesick Alien up into 6th. All on those... Oh gosh. Oh, looks like Noxie spun out. Oh, Shiren waiting. There's not meant to be chat in the... what's the name? It looks like nothing to me. So, I.R. Graham leading the way by 1.9 seconds from Guesty. Guesty is nearly 5 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho's having a cracking race here. He's 2 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker also 2 seconds ahead of Liam Anfield. Homesick Alien only a second behind Liam Anfield at the moment. Then Shiren in 7th. He's lost Noxie. And there is Jokers in 8th. Noxie trying to fight back on those soft tyres with Rivixter in 10th place. Rido right off the road. Oh my word, you've got to brake. In 11th, and Pat struggling as well back there in 12th position. Rido trying to get back on track, but Pat is through. It's all points, all points. Talleyrand saying hello thingy, hi Talleyrand, and Nacho saying yo, I got a question. The answer is, I believe, 43. IR Graham then leading 5.5 seconds ahead of Guesty. And Guesty 2.7 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho having an absolute blast of a race there on those medium tyres. They cannot use the same compound again. So IR Graham, he's used his super softs up at the end of this race. 9 laps, he's just starting lap 6, 3 more laps to go. And he's 5.4 seconds ahead of Guesty. Guesty on the soft tyres. Matt Psycho in 3rd on a podium on those mediums at a corker. With a Skyjacker 2.1 seconds. He cannot get any time on Matt Psycho, a 110.0. Last time around for Skyjacker. With Matt Psycho managing a 109.6, very tight. Nacho asks, if I buy this game, do I have to buy cars separate? You do. 42 is it, Jam? Oh, I hang my head in shame then. I thought it was 43 was the answer to everything. And it was 42. Damn. So Skyjacker in 4th. You can win them. You win not with cash. You buy cars in the game with in-game credits. The more you race, more credits you earn, and then you buy them. I think you can go into the PS Store and buy them, but I don't know, does anyone actually spend money on them? So Rivix to 10th, Pat in 11th, ahead of Arido, but IR Graham 6 seconds now ahead of Guesty. And Guesty 4.3 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho 2.5 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker slinging that Porsche in. He's only 1.5 seconds ahead of Liam Anfield. They're all holding ground very well. I honestly thought we were going to see a lot more offs here at Goodwood. And they've all behaved themselves rather well. Shiren's had a bit of a rough race, but he's done a good lap that last time around, a 109.2. Look at him just sideways. Jokers 5 seconds adrift from Shiren in those medium tyres, but they won't have to use the mediums again this evening. Noxie in 9th on the racing softs. Whoa, whoa, whoa! He's had a little touch of that grass, and the grass does not help. There's no grip on the green stuff. Rivixter coming across the line in 10th place, a 13.7 last time around from him. He is struggling today with the Cayman on those medium tyres. In 11th we have Power also, 16.5. He's not hooking the lap up for himself, but he's 3.3 seconds up this lap. This is it. Come on, Pat, this is the one. He's coming through the final corner with a lovely little hook on the curb there. Helped the back end around beautifully. Comes through the chicane. Oh, a little tap on the inside of the chicane. Keep it going forwards. And there he goes across the line with a 1:13.9. Cracking stuff. 2.5 seconds faster than Pat did. And at the moment, IR Grab. Don't know why Pat's getting blue flags. Who's coming up towards him? Oh, what's Guesty? Guesty is really down the field. What happened? I missed it. He's already there. Oh, darns. Darn, dastard darns. So Guesty dropping from 2nd down into 6th place. Shocking, a 124.3 last time around from him. Now he's all over the homesick alien, and he is a homesick alien problem rather than an IR Graham problem now. So IR Graham leading by 12 seconds. Matt Psycho moving up into second place. I bet in his wildest dreams he could not believe he would get second spot on the medium tyres as they start the final lap. Skyjacker looking for a podium. Skyjacker is looking for a podium, but he's got Liam Anfield coming very close behind. Liam Anfield last lap at 109.4 with Skyjacker doing a 109.6. Nothing in it between the two drivers. Homesick Alien has to fend off Guesty for this lap. Guesty is going to be wanting as many positions back as possible, with Shiren in 7th, 13 seconds adrift of this battle, and Joker's back there in 8th. And oh, Guesty having a look. He's got the stickier tyres. He's going for it around the outside. Now he's on the inside. And this is beautiful racing from Guesty and Homesick, and I don't think there's anything Homesick Alien can do. The left hand of his car's tyres are gone, but no, Guesty's made a bit of a mistake. He's come off the track. Oh my. 12 seconds ahead. Oh, let me get back to IR Graham to take the win. Well done, IR Graham. Fantastic stuff. Matt Psycho bringing it around for second place. 13.7 seconds down the road from IR Graham. And he crosses the line to take a marvellous second place there in the Sick Children's Trust Cayman. Liam Anfield taking third. Take a boom. Oh no, Liam Anfield got Skyjacker in the end. So Liam Anfield getting third, Take a Boo My Son, Skyjacker getting fourth, Homesick Alien getting fifth, Guesty getting sixth, Shiren bringing her home for 7th place. He's not happy about this race, and he might get a penalty for talking during the race or using the chat during the race, but he wasn't happy with something. 7th, 8th for Jokers, not too far behind now. Rivikster already finishing in 9th, Noxie in 10th place. Rido staying ahead of Pat in the end. Rido got some good laps near the end there, look at that. In 11th with Pat crossing the line, in 12th as well, and Pat finding some good pace. So that is how they finished. IR Graham ahead. Oof, it's gone. I was going to come back to the chat, but the racing was just too intense at the moment. So Jam saying, Nacho, you can use in-game credits, which are easy to get. Nacho saying, bet buying games as we speak. All right. Nacho saying, thanks, brilliant, mate. Mama Sykes saying, great stuff, guys. Yes, great stuff indeed. Let me take you to the race results. There you go. IR Graham takes the win and the fastest lap on lap 2 with a 107.942. Matt Psycho there on second spot, grabbing that silver. Brilliant stuff from Matt Psycho. Bronze goes to Liam Anfield in 3rd place. Take a boo, my son. I don't know how he did it. We missed it, but he somehow caught the Skyjacker up. He was 1.5 seconds adrift of Skyjacker, and somehow in the end there got himself the final podium position. Skyjacker in 4th, with Homesick Alien managing to keep Guesty behind in the end in 5th, with Guesty in 6th. He was up there in 2nd. Looked like it was a done deal. I would bet the house on it being the chicane, the inside barrier of the chicane that brought Guesty's race crashing from 2nd down to 6th. Shiren in 7th. He was up there in the top 3, but as soon as he got in the crowd, looked like everyone had their elbows out, and it was a little bit of bustle, and Shiren ending up down in 7th. Noxie in 8th. Rivikster in 9th. Noxie down in 10th. We saw he was higher than that earlier, but I think he came a cropper. Rido in 11th, not managing to grab that Cayman until near the last few laps, where you really saw he's starting to put some good lap times in. And Pat also in 12th. What a cracker lacquer. So in the chat, Mama Sykes says, great stuff, guys. I read that. And Mal says, a great race, everyone. Yes, man, thank you very much. You, me? Yeah, it was a hard drive. Right, I think the room settings have been changed. Shiren saying it was not my race. So it looks like Skyjacker says slid a touch too much after. That was just trying to wipe you out. And Guesty saying to Homesick, great racing, mate. 20:35, so I've got about 5 minutes. That's all right. There's a lot I can do in 5 minutes, trust me. So I am going to take you to the track so you can have a look at some goodness out there. You can watch Jokers, why not? So you watch Jokas drive around in his Tag Heuer Porsche. Looks very nice, even though it looks slightly like Liam Anfield, which is annoying for me sometimes. And I am going to nip off and save the world. We're back in 5 minutes. Wobba lobba dub dub. Hi guys, I'm back. That was hi guys, I'm back. Yeah, no, that was an awesome first race. In the chat, Rido says that was hard, and Skyjacker said Guesty's issue was turns 3 and 4, the right left-hander. So there you go, for all those wondering out there. And they're having a little practice. They're going again for race 2 with a reverse grid. Mass Psycho's got the racing softs on. He used the mediums in the first race. Guesty who was on the softs, I believe. He's gone for the medium tyre in this race, this middle race. Sharon has moved over to the softs. He was on the super softs, so he's yet to do the mediums, if that's the tyre he uses in this race. Jokas is on the racing soft at the moment, and he was on the mediums in the first race. Rivixter, I believe he was on the mediums. He's gone over to the softs. He's side by side with Liam Anfield at the moment. And Liam Anfield making it through. So Pat, he's gone for the softs in this middle race. IR Graham. No, that's Jokas. IR Graham, he's gone for the mediums. He'll be starting from the very back, remember. And he's gone for a medium tyre, so can he do a Matt Psycho? Although Matt Psycho was not coming right from the very back, was he? And Jokas, he's gone for softs. There's a lot of softs and super softs out there for IR Graham to have to contend with. Rido on the softs and Noxie on the super softs. So this second race is going to be intense. Not many of them opting for the medium tyre. IR Graham being one of them. I don't remember who else it was. Oh, Guesty, he's gone for the medium. IR Graham. But I have seen IR Graham amazingly stick with the guy's pace. Look at 109.7. I've seen him stick just not too far behind the guys on better tyres, and then come through and near the end. So it's one to keep our eyes on. Mr. IRG out there, he can do some great stuff with not much very grip. We've only got a minute to go before we kick off again. I haven't even told Mr. Jacker I'm back again. I just assume he knows, like through telepathy or something. Telecommunication. So, Skyjacker asking if we're ready. Right, I can be more concentrated on this R and Y watch now. Let's start a list. I'll watch this Joker's good stuff. Homesick, fine. Sharon, good. Good. Look, the hesitation now. The hesitation, because you know what the next one's going to be. Mr. Psycho, the rebel. No, Rido, good R. Mr. Psycho with a little R, okay. Well, we've met halfway, I'd say that is. Pat just doesn't want to do it. Pat, come on, have the fun. You've got to find the fun. You can't dread it. Liam Anfield writes, where's my pen? First one on my list. Mr. Anfield, wouldn't you believe it? I don't even think he's a Scouser either. IR Graham. Oh, Skyjacker, look at... Oh, yeah, is he asking me? I got carried away looking at everyone's things. Sorry, guys. Just to make up for those that didn't, I'll put a few in there. And Skyjacker, you're on my list as well. Skyjacker, Liam Anfield. Rivixter, what the hell is a you about? You are ready, says Liam Anfield to me in the chat. In this chat, on the YouTube chat, Pat saying the fun takes some finding here. Come on, Pat. Once you get a groove on, yeah, you did a 112. You get a groove in. Just find a groove. Just think of it like dancing. You got to find the dance moves. Do the cha-cha-cha around Goodwood. A 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, Jam, come in. Don't be a stranger. What are you doing? You're sitting there watching on YouTube. There's Pat on the pool. Not right now. I mean, come back to Discord to sign up for the league. There's Pat. Aces high. He's not comfortable, he says, with Rido in second. And Noxie has a great start. Rido he didn't even move. He stayed on the grid. I reckon there might be a red flag called here. I honestly believe that might be a red flag. I'd call a red flag if someone else calls a red flag. But now everyone bundled into the back of Rido there. It cost a couple of people. Sharon costed. And they're not red flagging. They do not want a red flag, and Homesick Alien, Homesick, put red flag, I'll put red flag. Well then, I'll carry on as normal. Pat is in the lead, Noxie in second place, Guesty in third, Liam Anfield in fourth place, Aya Graham up into fifth on those medium tyres, Rido in sixth, with Shiren on the comeback in seventh. It looked like he got caught up in the whole Rido thing. There's a yellow flag up ahead, and it's Pat, cha-cha-cha, Pat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my dance space, that is your dance space. Look at my eyes. Noxie is now in the lead ahead of Guesty. 3 tenths, 4 tenths. Guesty coming up through on those medium tyres, but Guesty's off the track, and Liam Anfield, he's up the inside of it through the chicane. It's a scary place, and oh my god, it looks like I.R. Graham's lost the car, and oh my lord, there's carnage. Rido hit the barrier, and I think Matt Psycho may have clipped him on his way past. Crazy racing here in the middle, and Liam Anfield is taking the lead from Guesty. Shiren is back up into third, Matt Psycho is fourth, Skyjacker is up into fifth with Jokers in sixth, Homesick Alien making his way up through the crowd up into seventh place, Rivixter now in eighth, but he's off the track. He's off the track. He's got 1.5 seconds on IR Graham. IR Graham going through up into 8th place on those medium tyres. 9th for Rivixter. Pat in 10th place at the moment. Noxie down into 11th. We saw he was leading. And Rido is in 12th. This is absolute bedlam out there. I don't know if this game is just glitching and we're not watching what the real race is, or if this is really the carnage that we can see unfold ahead of us right now, with Liam Anfield leading in the chat. Jim saying, eyes ready to be entertained. Jim also saying, evening all. Jam saying, evening Mr. Wisman. And Mika saying, always an eventful race here. Oh my word, is it ever. And there you see Liam Anfield leading Guesty around, with Shiren up into third place. I haven't even taken note of the tyres. I did in practice, but my word, this has been so crazy racing, we've not had a chance to have a look. Liam Anfield is on those soft tyres now, leading this race on lap 3. Guesty in second place on the medium tyres. He's only going and pulling a Matt Psycho, isn't he, eh? But Shiren, he's only a second behind him on the soft, so anything can happen. Matt Psycho 2 seconds behind Shiren, also on them soft tyres. They will be coming for Guesty very fast. Skyjacker on the super soft tyres behind Matt Psycho by a second. Homesick Alien up into 6th. He's only a second and 3 behind Skyjacker, with Joker 7 tenths behind the Alien. Joker's really clinging on, and let's have a look from Joker's, but Joker's is off. That's how easy it's done. Oh my word. It's crazy racing, and IR Graham, he's gonna fly by, and oh, it looks like he was surprised, Jokers, or there may have been a little contact, but Jokers has to keep an eye on the track. Oh god, I pressed the wrong button there. That wasn't meant to happen. So Liam Anfield 8 tenths ahead of Guesty. Guesty is pulling him in, but Shiren is the man to watch at the moment, right on the tail of Guesty. Guesty and Shiren, we've seen have epic battles in the Rio Clio Cup. In the Clio Cup, sorry. Her name is Rio and she dances on the sand. So the Clio Cup. And we've seen Shiren and Guesty, like I said, have some epic battles. How did that turn into singing Duran Duran? This race has just broken something in my head, and I can't keep track. And you can see Shiren calm as a Russian there in Siberia, cool as a cucumber, coming up to the back of Guesty's medium-clad Porsche. Don't forget, it's a medium-clad Porsche in front of Shiren, while he's sporting those nice racing softs. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Matt Psycho in 4th, with Skyjacker in 5th, only a second behind Matt Psycho on those super soft tyres. We've got Homesick Alien 2.2 seconds behind Skyjacker, and 2.6 seconds ahead of the medium-clad IR Graham. Jokers in 8th on those soft tyres. He's 6 seconds ahead of Pat. Pat coming back in this race. He had a bit of an off, but it looks like he's grouped up and he's ready to do the lift at the end of the dance. Rivixter in 10th place, 1.3 seconds behind Pat, 1.4 seconds ahead of Rido, with Noxie down in 12th, 109.9 from Noxie last time around. But these Porsches are such a massive handful, and around Goodwood is a lot to ask. They're on lap 5 at the front now, with Liam Anfield only 8/10 ahead of Guesty. Guesty doing an absolute superb job out there on those medium tyres. You've got Liam Anfield on the soft tyres. He managed a 109.0 his last time around, and Shiren in third on the soft tyres, managing a 109.2. And in between the two of them, they've got Guesty on those medium tyres at 109.1. Guesty driving beyond the tyres. But he's got Shiren now looking very closely. Oh, Shiren had a little tap off the barrier as we changed the camera angle. Terrible timing there. Matt Psycho in fourth, and Shiren a little bump of the barrier, and he's lost place. He's lost about a second to Guesty, but he's only about 7/10 ahead of Matt Psycho. So Matt Psycho, who's got the fastest lap so far in this race, a 108.720, already a second place for him under his belt here at Goodwood today. And with his Porsche Cayman, he is hunting down another podium position. It's Team 13 versus the Sick Children's Trust. We all know who we are. Well, it's a charity. You've got to root for the charity, haven't you, surely? And Skyjacker 2.3 seconds. He'll be looking up the road, seeing Matt Psycho catching up Shiren, and thinking opportunity. Knox with Homesick Alien less than 2 seconds behind Skyjacker. It's shaping up to be a tasty little battle there. IR Graham fighting for all he can, but he's got the tyres that are the slowest, and it's a struggle for him, especially after having an off. He was in a good track position. Looks like he had an issue in the chicane. Jokers down in 8th, Rivixter in 9th place, 3.7 seconds behind Jokers. Pat in 10th, Pat only 2 seconds behind Rivs. So Pat, oh no, Pat, ooh yeah, cha-cha-cha, Pat. Cha-cha-cha. And Noxie in 11th, he's got himself ahead of Rido. Rido had an issue that last lap with a 134.4. Holy smoly, back to the lead. Oh my gosh, it's very close. Guesty, Shiren and Matt Psycho all starting to close up with each other. Shiren and Matt Psycho we saw closing up, but it looks like Guesty has now fallen. Oh, Shiren's got the fastest lap, and that's how he's caught up the back of Guesty. So Shiren on a comeback here. Matt Psycho in 4th. He's at 1.5 seconds behind Shiren now, but Shiren lining up Guesty on those medium tyres, having a look. Oh my god, Guesty's back end. We saw him doing this in qualifying, but it didn't help him here. He's dropped down a position, poor old Guesty, but what a cracking move. Do you know what? Screw it. Sitting from Shiren's, we've got to see it from in-car. That looked awesome. And then, oh, it was the grass that got Guesty in the end, and Shiren wondering where he's going to go, and he just slips it up the inside. Beautiful, beautiful stuff there. So Shiren up into second place now, but Guesty very close behind. Guesty's not letting him get away. Look at the speed that Guesty carries down this straight. Medium tyres don't matter when you're going in a straight line, it seems, and there it is. Guesty all over the back of Shiren. What a battle. IR Graham's got himself ahead of Homesick and Skyjacker. My words, my words. Oh, it's already happened. Skyjacker down in 8th. He must have got himself back ahead of Jokers. Oh, loose back end from Skyjacker there. Did a 127. So not great stuff for Skyjacker further back. He's in 7th at the moment, behind the Alien, and the battle there, Shiren, he's pulled away from Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho's got himself ahead of Guesty. Guesty's car's loose as hell as Liam Anfield starts the final lap in the lead, 1.2 seconds ahead of Shiren, but Shiren has really found some pace, a 108.9 last time around, whilst Liam Anfield's in the 109.5s on his soft tyres. And Shiren, he's found an extra second or so. Matt Psycho coming along with him, a 109.2, and Guesty in the end, those tyres just ran out of grip for him. Could not keep it going. On the final lap, IR Graham up into 5th place, that's handy, with Homesick Alien somehow dropping back with a 114 on lap 7 and a 110 last time around. Skyjacker doing that 127. And dropping down into 7th, Joker's in 8th, Rivixter is in 9th, Noxie up into 10th place, he's got himself ahead of Pat. Pat must have dropped down a bit. A 1:23 on lap 7 didn't help. Rido, he's getting lapped by a Rivixter at the moment. But here is the man coming around the final section. He's only 6/10 ahead of Shiren. He can't make any mistakes through these last few corners. And Liam Anfield staying true. Managed just to grab a win in race 2. Congratulations, Isle Graham, Liam Anfield, and Shiren for second. Matt Psycho, another podium. Take a boo, my son. Guesty, unfortunately, grabbing that 4th. IR Graham up in 5th with that racing mediums. Good stuff. Homesick Alien finishing in 6th on the Super Softs. Skyjacker in 7th. His Super Softs look like they've seen better days. He was up there as well, wasn't he? Oh, fortunate stuff for Skyjacker, finishing in 7th in the end. Joker's bringing her home in 8th, with Rivixter in 9th. Ahead of Jokers, but only a second. He's got to get through this last chicane nice and clean. And you can see Noxie's all over, up in his business. Can Rivixter get to the line before Noxie catches him up? Yay! There you go, 9th and 10th for Rivixter and Noxie. Pat bringing her home in 11th place. Aces High just ahead of Rido, who's just coming now to cross the line. He's a lap down. In 12th. Wow, what a race. Man, I honestly thought that was a red flag at the beginning. I really did. So, where was we in the chat? There you go. Congratulations, Liam Anfield. Super stuff. I'll take you to the race results. I will catch up with the YouTube chat, because I couldn't look at it at all during that race, and then I'll tell you what the results are. So, quickly in the chat. Jam saying evening, Mr. Wiseman. We saw that, Mika. Always an eventful race here. I think that was the last thing I read. So then Jam saying Formula X round here for season 3. Lol. Oh, that would be crazy, Jam. Jam saying currently writing the calendar. Don't put Goodwood in there. That's just torturous. I think it was evil putting it on this calendar. It's small cars only at Goodwood. Small engine cars only. Save it for the expo. Goodwood is Jim saying Goodwood is a great place to drive cars in real, and the festival is fantastic. Goodwood in GTSport is terrible, worse than Big Willow. Hey, I like Big Willow. I got a podium. Fruit Streets. No spoilers. Don't watch Clear Cup. Hey, I done all right at Big Willow. Streets of Big Willow anyway. Mika saying you are a sick man, Jam, and need help. Yes, I just said that as well before I read that comment. Me and Mika on the same wavelength on the Goodwood and the Red Bull standards. Jim saying, Jam, that's a cheap plug. Haha. Hey, I don't mind you. Sunday night league run by our friend Jam. And they race the Formula X. It started its life here over on the VRC for season 1. And it's a cracking little season. They've got their own YouTube channel and everything. Get over there, get it watched. And Jam saying the door is always open, as it is this way. Jam it swings. It's one of those two-way doors that swings both ways. So Liam Anfield took the win. Shiren took second, and Matt Psycho grabbed the final podium position. Take a boo, my son. Guesty in 4th. Heartbreak, bitter heartbreak for Guesty up there in 2nd. Just couldn't keep the mediums going at that pace. IR Graham finishing in 5th, which was good in the mediums, but remember Matt Psycho finished 2nd on his mediums, so IR Graham will take note of that. Homesick Alien in 6th, Skyjacker in 7th, Jokers in 8th, Rivixter in 9th, Noxie 10th, Pat 11th, and Rido in 12th. It's not Rido's day today. He's not enjoying this track at all. You've got to stay off the green stuff. No grip. Shiren grabs the fastest lap with a 108.628. I can't remember what IR Graham's was, but I think it's the fastest lap of the round is the one that gets the point, so I don't know where that is next to the last one. Revolving door, that's the one. Jam, thank you. See, that's why I need Jam around, because he corrects my stupidness. He's my Rick, I'm his Morty. Okay, so that's the results of race 2. See, I need a break. I need to go off somewhere and dip my head in some cold water. So I'll take you back to the track and look for a time. 9 o'clock. That gives me a good 8 minutes. Jesus, where saved the world last time in 5 minutes. This time I'm going to save the galaxy. If I've got 8 minutes. Thanos, here I come, baby. Just watch me Flex. Okay, spectate. Find someone who's going around. IR Graham, he's always a good one. Learn much, Grasshopper. Watch the master. I'll see you soon. Hello everybody, I'm back. It wasn't too bad saving the universe. It was about, I was going to save the galaxy, but I decided to save the universe. It was pretty easy, didn't have to do much, but there you go. Back on with this now, back on with the hard work. Commentating for these races. So Redo, start was my bad, guys. I had a brain, lol, forgot that my handbrake was on. Oh, I honestly thought the red flag was going to get called. I really did. I thought Redo would have called a red flag. Homesick Alien looked like he was affected by it. Sharon looked like he was affected by it. And I thought as soon as I saw one red flag come up, I would have typed red flag just because I would have agreed with it. By the way, while you're out there, Don't forget to hit like on the video, because YouTube gets really excited. Does nothing for me, but you can hit the thumb down if you want. I mean, I say hit like, I'm not going to say dislike it, but dislike it if you wish. Ooh, there you go. Graham, thank you very much. You've been entertaining. Now we'll watch Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho on the Super Softs, with Shiren on the medium tyre in this third race. Liam Anfield. There was a rule iteration for me because I'm so bad. Well, I said it was the fastest lap of the round, but no, I was wrong. Each race gets the fastest lap, then the fastest lap in round gets an extra 3 points. So I think you all get a point. They all get points for their fastest laps, but the fastest of the fastest gets 3 points. Get me to the chopper. So Matt Psycho with the Sick Children's Trust Cayman Porsche. Oh, I can tell you the whole name if you want. God, Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport 2016. With the livery of the Sick Children's Trust. We did an endurance race for those guys. I believe it was at I think it was Bathurst, but it could have been Spa. Oh, I'm so bad. I shouldn't have brought it up. Why did I bring it up? Why did I do that? Just forget about what I just said. Don't worry about it. Team 13 Shiren, he's out there. It looks like everyone's getting ready. I should tell the old man. Old spin jacker, I'm back. Back. I think we've got a couple of minutes though, haven't we? Go a minute. Oh, he's asking if we're ready. Booker it now. Wasting button pressing. There you go. I'm in there with an R. Now, who did I have on my list? I had Liam Anfield and Skyjacker. I don't know why we're watching. Who were we looking at? Liam Anfield. The Jokers sat in the pits. Interesting stuff. Watching Jokers. That's like ITV's coverage of F1 virtually then. See, I was letting you reminisce what it used to be like when ITV covered it. There's another bit of ITV's coverage of Formula 1. And there you go. Mika Hakkinen has won the championship. Let's have a look at Guesty sat in the pits. It's ridiculous. They were on adverts when someone won a championship, then came back and didn't just replay it because Michael Schumacher had broken down. They didn't just replay it so we could all witness the thing happening. They just came back and said, while you were away on break, Mika Hakkinen won the World Championship. And you just thought, ITV, you are poor. Get out. So, Skyjacker, it was Bathurst, bud, says Skyjacker. And Skyjacker says, you're older than me, mate. I know, but I'm such a child. No one would ever believe I was old if they listened to these commentaries, would they? They just think, why have they got a 13-year-old with a deep voice commentating for them? Home scaling. Oh, I missed some spins then. I'm sure I did. Haven't seen him many spins today. Goodwood's been a bit stingy with its spins, hasn't it? My word. I thought it was going to be like virtually one of those skid pads today. I thought it was going to be, so Rido's on pole. Sorry, Pat is in second, Noxie third, and Rivixter is in fourth. Joker's fifth. As we're watching, Rido, will he forget his handbrake this time? Hopefully not. Release that handbrake. Rido, there he goes. He's had a good start as well. Pat also pulling away. Great. They're both on the super softs at the front there. Noxie, he's on the racing mediums. He's going to find it tough. Looked like Pat was having an early go for Rido. Noxie there. He's got to defend from Rivix. Rivix is off the road. It looks like he had a little tap with Skyjacker. Skyjacker in fourth now, and it looks like Rido, not Rido, who was it? Rivixter, sorry. And IR Graham just swanning straight past. Oh no, he wasn't. I thought he drove past Skyjacker, but he's not. Skyjacker is staying firm there with IR Graham behind him. Holmes Galian in sixth. Matt Psycho in seventh. Looks like there's some issues going on. Liam Anfield up to eighth. Skyjacker, oh my god, that's a big one. That is huge. Noxie and Skyjacker, third and fourth. Looking good at the moment. Skyjacker looking to make a move, and there, oh no, they both just slide off. They both just, and Skyjacker's called for a red flag. So, Skyjacker calling for a red flag. Guesty also calling for a red flag. And Rido gets to do it again. And Rivixter, that's the 3 red flags they need. And Pat is just doing a little off-road stuff here. Home Scaling doesn't want a red flag. He wants to crack on. So everyone's got to exit now. As we saw, a few of them having offs. It was a crazy little race, that one. In the chat, Bunting saying evening all. Seems like I've missed loads. It's crazy racing going on here at Goodwood. Bunting said go on Guesty. Bruno just moved his message as I was just about to read it and give me a load of question mark emoji things. So red flag. Wow. Just having a calming moment, people. Let's just reflect. I'll try and grab the replay because sometimes I don't know. It's not my business. Oh, I feel now I've said it. He'll know I've said it on air. So I'll just grab it. I'm gonna bloody replay. You will bloody shove your replay up your bloody booming ass. So I don't think that was anyone's fault. I just think a few cars slid off. So there'll be not much to investigate on that one, really. Everyone's already entered, I think. So I'll get to the course. And in the chat, we have Jam saying Bruno. And Cthulhu saying good luck, guys. And Jam saying that was a crazy one. That was a hectic one. Indeed, Lees. Uh-oh, Fortnite's back in our lives. It sounds like there's issues. But Home Scaling is out there, toodling along. Well done, Zach. Placed 18th. It's just a playful shove, I'm sure. So, Shiren in second in the chat. Cthulhu saying hello Jam, and Malk saying for us newbies, what's the red flag rule? If 3 people call a red flag before the end of the first lap, like if there's an incident between, yeah, you were flying, Rido, you were going for it, and there goes the final again. If there's more than 3 people in an incident on the first lap, they can call a red flag and the race will get restarted. So yeah, it's just because sometimes, you know, there'll be a corner where a lot of people get wiped out and it's not fair on the guys behind when they come up to that. So if there's a crash that causes a lot of accidents, if everyone calls a red flag and there's 3 or more, the race is red flagged and it will start again. And it's a host's choice if they want to restart it with a rolling start or a standing start. And you see Skyjacker, he has opted for a rolling start here. So interesting, this will help Rido. Some of the guys will still be stuck in the chicane when they're racing. So this is going to be an interesting diversity there. The counter's down. I hope Graham's got through. Guesty's just about got through. Matt Psycho had to adjust. Shiren and Liam Anfield at the back. But there goes Rido leading Pat by half second. 6 days, but pass again. Pass Hofford. Just got to keep that car. And he's trying to get back on the track and he's spun it around. They're only allowed the 1 red flag, so Rido leading the way. Noxie 1.7 seconds behind him. Rivixter up into 3rd. Skyjacker's on the move now, but he's got a homesick alien. Homesick alien slid off. It must be really, as the sun goes down here at Goodwood, that track must be very cold as homesick alien, no control, and Skyjacker, is he pulling over for the alien? I don't think there was any contact. I think he's just having issues as well. Absolutely no grip out there. Skyjacker and homesick alien suffering. Rido 2 seconds in the lead here at Goodwood for race 3. Noxie in 2nd place. Rido's on the super soft tyres. Stay calm, Rido. Get your apexes. Get your braking spots. Don't feel pressure. Stay calm. Noxie in second place. Then you've got IR Graham just behind on them racing softs. He's come through the field. Guesty in fourth place on the super softs. It's going to be highly charged up the front. Rivixter in fifth place with Matt Psycho in sixth on the super softs. Sharon on the medium tyres in seventh, and Liam Anfield just behind him on the super softs. So Liam Anfield coming up through the field. Skyjacker down into ninth. We didn't see what the issue was. It looked like he had a small off, and it looks like Rivixter having an off as well. And it's Goodwood is taking its casualties tonight, with Jokers in 10th place, Homesick Alien in 11th. Oh my word, how fortunes change. In the first race it looked like he had taken the lead, and now he's playing a catch-up at the back with Pat. And Rido still leading this race, 2.2 seconds ahead of Noxie, but Noxie has got IR Graham right up his chuff, and IR Graham will be having a look. And he's gone. He's gone already. IR Graham not messing around, taking no prisoners up into second place. He's got a championship to win. And Rido, 2 seconds. Stay calm, Rido. Drive your lines of brake on your braking points. Hit your apexes. Great lap from Rido there. Leading this race, he's 1.2 seconds with IR Graham. Noxie in third place, and we've gone off already. Oh, Rido, he's lost the car, and oh, he's just overexerted the spin. And there he goes in seventh, though. It's not a lost cause, but he's got Rivixter and Homesick coming around now, and Homesick's moved up. Sharen's dropped right down into 11th place. I don't know what's happened to Sharen. Did a 21.1 last time around. Not a great lap for him on those mediums. We saw him in 7th place, and he's dropped down the field into 11th. IR Graham has taken the lead, with Guesty up into second, Noxie in third, and Matt Psycho looking to make a move on Noxie. Noxie on those medium tyres, and there you can see why they're all driving past Noxie. He hasn't got the grip to fight with them. Liam Anfield next on the track to come up to Noxie. He's on them super softs, but he's just clinging on to the edge of the track. Skyjacker up to 6th. We saw he had some issues earlier, and he's made his way back, as has Homesick Alien in 7th place. They've warmed their tyres up now. They've found a bit of grip, with Rivixter just ahead of Jokers, and it looks like Sharen losing the car, and Rido just slammed it right into the wall there. Bad stuff for Rido at the moment, struggling. Oh, he's burnt his tyres out on lap 3. Look at him at the back. They're going. Pat in 12th. He's sliding the Cayman through the chicane. I don't think the super soft tyres were helpful here today. And IR Graham on those soft tyres, a 108.7 last time around from him. He's 2.3 seconds ahead of Guesty, with Matt Psycho in third, only a second behind Guesty. Guesty's on the super softs, as is Matt Psycho. IR Graham on them soft tyres. Liam Anfield on the super softs. He's got Noxie now. Noxie's having a sniff at the back of Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield sliding the Porsche around here at Goodwood. Some crazy driving out there, and there a little tap from Noxie on the barrier. Skyjacker 6 seconds behind Noxie. He did a 1:14. Oh, that was a bad lap, his last lap. I think that was the bad lap, wasn't it? But he's 2.7 seconds. He 108.9. That's more like it. And Noxie doing a 111.8 at this rate. Skyjacker will catch up Noxie before the end of the race, and he could possibly bring the Alien along with him. 3 seconds behind Homesick Alien. In 8th is Rivixter. He's just done his fastest with a 110.093. Sharen a 109.7. He's coming back. Jokers has lost a lot of ground on Sharen there in 10th place. He's ahead of Rido, who we saw putting it into the wall there, and Pat has caught up Rido, so there's a battle at the back. Unbelievable stuff here. Whilst IR Graham, as he did in the first race, is pulling away from Guesty and Matt Psycho. He's going to do it to Guesty again. Steal that second from him. Liam Anfield, he won the second race, up there in 4th. Some good points from these guys. I tell you, this table is going to be uber tight come the end of the championship. As Matt Psycho zeroes in on Guesty, just ahead you can see IR Graham. We're on lap 6 of 9, 3 more laps to go. In the chat, Bunting says go on Rido. Jim saying red flag can only be called on the first lap and has to involve at least 3 cars. Malk says at James thanks, and Malk also saying loving watching you guys, better than in real life racing. I get off on it, that's why I sit here shouting about it. I love it, I think it's great. I think they race so well out there. So Matt Psycho 6/10 behind Guesty. This is cracking. I mean, Formula 1's dull, isn't it, really? Let's face it. But IR Graham 9/10 ahead of Guesty. What's the lap times? A 10.1 from IR Graham last time around. He lost a bit of time on Guesty, who did a 108.7, but Matt Psycho a 108.5. It's a really tight lap times between all these zones, and IR Graham a 109.3. With Guesty doing a 108.1, and it's the fastest of the race so far. And Guesty really starting to close in on IR Graham. And we are in for a treat here. They're leaving Matt Psycho behind. Liam Anfield 3.4 seconds behind them. Noxie in 5th. Noxie up into 5th. What's a cracking race for Noxie on those medium tyres. Skyjacker is in 6th with Homesick Alien in 7th. 2 seconds behind Skyjacker with Shuren in 8th now. He's moved up into 8th ahead of Rivixter. And Joker's in 10th with Pat in 11th, and I think we've lost Rido, unfortunately. But here is the battle. Look at that. It's only a 10th in it. My words. Sat on board with Guesty up against the mighty, mighty IRG. And he's going to go for the outside. That's a brave place to put your car. He's got a lot of trust in IR Graham, and there you go, just tucking in behind IR Graham as they come up to the chicane. It's very tight. This is crazy stuff. Pat gets right out of the way. He doesn't want any part of this. 3/10 between these two drivers as we go around lap 8 of 9, and IR Graham, he's having to defend from Guesty. Guesty really on a push, and the more they slow each other down, the more Matt Psycho's going to get closer to him. And there goes Guesty. He's having another look. Can he find a way? He's only getting the option of the outside. IR Graham will not let him have a sniff up the inside, and Guesty wants that inside line. He's absolutely flying now, Guesty is. The stewards are going to have to tear that car apart because he's got illegal NOS sitting somewhere in that Cayman. Look at him go. A 108.1, a 108.3. He is absolutely flying at the moment. And IR Graham is just playing survival out there. Oh, but IR Guesty's driving it. He's seeing if there's any more grip on the green stuff. He can't get enough of the grey. Matt Psycho 1.4 seconds behind these. Liam Anfield 3.4 seconds in 4th. Skyjacker in 5th, 8.6 seconds behind those guys. Noxie in 6th, so he's lost the position to Skyjacker, and he's only got a second from Homesick Alien in 7th. Shuren in 8th, he's 6 seconds behind those guys. Rivixter in 9th, 10th for Jokers, 11th for Pat. And what's going on here? It's very tight on the final lap, and Guesty and Niall Graham's wiggling. He's wiggling. And IR Graham staying in the lead for now, but Guesty really harrowing him, harassing him, haranguing him. But IR Graham knows where to put the Cayman, and oh, I thought Guesty was going for gold then. Guesty, he's definitely got a speed advantage, and oh, is he up alongside IR Graham around the outside though? There's just nothing there for him. And IR Graham looks like he's going to do enough to stay in the lead of this race, and Guesty's throwing everything at him, anything he can. Anything. Look at these two battling, nothing in it whatsoever. And there goes Guesty again up the side of IR Graham, and IR Graham says all day long on the outside, bruv. All day on the outside, and here he goes again. And Guesty switched it around. He's trying to go the inside, but there is no room there. And IR Graham brings it through the chicane for one of the closest finishes we've had in a very long time. IR Graham takes the win. Guesty in 2nd. Matt Psycho, take a boo, my son, in 3rd. Sorry, Liam Anfield takes 4th. Skyjacker, great 5th. It looked like he was out of it early doors. Oh no, he's lost the car. He's lost the car. Where's Noxie? Skyjacker, he can't get back on the track, and Noxie grabs that 5th in the end. Skyjacker grabbing 6th ahead of Homesick Alien in 7th. Shuren bringing her home in 8th place. Ahead of Rivixter in 9th, who's ahead of Jokers. Jokers back there in 10th place. So Rivik not bad at all. It looked like it started a lot worse than that, and now finishing 9th. Joker's sliding around the final part of the track in 10th place, and Pat's already crossed the line in 11th. So there we see Joker's crossing the line in 10th, and Pat already finishing in 11th there. And IR Graham is your winner, second winner of the evening. Unbelievable racing that was. That was shocking. There you go. We are not worthy. We are not worthy. Well done, IRG. You are the man. But Guesty nearly was the man. Guesty nearly had you. Guesty's there. It's the Fast and the Furious thing where Guesty says, "I nearly had you," and he said, "You didn't even have yourself," or whatever they say. Oh God, I don't know. So here we go. Graham was your winner. Guesty got the fastest lap with a 108.191. Guesty was absolutely on fire right at the end of that race. That was schnizzle in my nizzle, man. That was really twisting my melon. So IR Graham takes the win from Guesty in second place, and Matt Psycho rounds out your podium on third. Matt Psycho's had a very tidy evening this evening, with a second, a third, and he hasn't had a win, was it? Because it was IR Graham, Liam Anfield, and IR Graham. But I'm pretty sure Matt Psycho's been on the podium for every race, but you'll have to check that. Liam Anfield grabbing fourth. Good points, good points. This championship's going to be so tight. Noxie in fifth. Cracking race from Noxie there, finishing in fifth, ahead of Skyjacker in sixth, who we saw having a small off in the final chicane, and dropping down into sixth behind Noxie. Seventh for Homesick Alien. Sharon finishing in 8th place, with Rivixter in 9th, Jokus in 10th, Pat in 11th, and Rido is classified as 12th, but he didn't quite see the end of the race. And I already told you, Guesty got your fastest lap. And now we can all just breathe. Calm down. And let's just chat about this. So, in the chat, Jim says, oh, hang on, have I missed more chatting? So, here we go, sorry. Rido said livid. Oh, I don't know what happened to Rido, but he's not happy. Bunting said, these liveries, with a couple of smiley facey things. Jam saying, come on Guesty. I know he was on it. Jam saying, driving great tonight. Jim saying, don't stress Rido, it's a great learning experience to lead for a few laps. Head down now mate. Rido saying, cheers mate. Jim saying, Jam, I tested these cars last night and I was terrible. No you weren't, Jim. Malcolm saying, wow, what a race. The Mika Wivery saying, Goodwood delivering the goods as always. It did. Pat saying, glad that's over. Come on, Pat, you enjoyed it, really. Cha-cha-cha, Pat. Cha-cha-cha. Darren Salmon saying, great racing. And Bunting saying, great racing all. And Mama Sykes saying, how great was that? Thanks, everyone. Nice one, Thingy. It's my pleasure. It is my pleasure. So the next thing you will see live is Friday night with the Max 5s. And I think it's Laguna Seca, but don't quote me on that. I've got a feeling it's Laguna Seca. I've just got a tingle. A tingle in my testes. So, I can't read my list. It's so dark in here. And I know he's going to close the room in a minute. What is it? Is it Tuesday night? He's probably got some sort of costume drama he's got to rush off to watch. So, I keep hearing dings and looking up to see if that's the end. Yes, so Friday night we're at go on then, what the hell, Laguna Seca. I'll tell Damien to tell I'll tell Talleyrand, sorry. I'll tell Talleyrand to change the calendar. In the chat. Oh, no, yeah, no, Friday. What was it? It's Tuesday. We've got WRX first on Thursday. Cracking stuff. WRX Challenge Round 3. Thank you. It is Laguna Seca, says Talleyrand. Talleyrand saying in the chat, amazing racing at the end there. Talleyrand saying it is Laguna Seca, that's lucky. Pat saying WRX question mark. I know, I can't believe I forgot the WRX challenge. Oh my lords. And I think it's Lago Maggiore. Yeah, at Lago Maggiore. And those WRXs tear their tyres up, bruv. So that's going to be one to watch. So yeah, it's Thursday live. streaming with the WRX Challenge Round 3. Friday live for Round 2 of the Max 5s at Laguna Seca. And then, I'm not even going to guess, Sunday we're doing the HPEC. What the hell? I want to say Brazil, Interlagos. Monza. Oh, Suzuka. Pat, well done. HPEC's at Suzuka. And Talaran says, not Monza. So, Skyjacker says, should have been Yamagawa. Yamagawa. And Pat saying, Brazil's the week after, doofus. There you go. Right, okay. So there's all our live streaming coming up. Come to our Discord through our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk. You'll get a pop-up saying, come and join our community. And you can come to Discord and have little chinwags with us. In there, we are having a livery competition on a Group 3 car, any Group 3 car of your choice. And it's designing a race car. As the main sponsor would be Gridfinder, and there's terms and conditions I can't tell you all now. I'll let you why would I take it away from you, the pleasure of going and reading it for yourself, if I tell it you all? It's like I'm not an audio book. Go read something. Bloody government paid for that education. Use it. Oh god, there's loads of chat happening. I'm trying to get through things, sorry. Talaran saying Goodwood week. Lol, it was, yes. And as Skyjacker says, why not? And Skyjacker said, oh, would be fun. Well, all week at all the races taking part at Goodwood. We should do a Goodwood festival. I'm up for it for a day. Just do loads of different races all through a Saturday or something, or a Sunday. No, not weekends. We don't do well at weekends. Maybe season 3, says Skyjack. What's that for the HPECs? No, I'm not even going to turn up and commentate on the HPECs at Goodwood. That is just, that's like monkeys playing tennis or something. Anyway, I'm wrapping this up. Thanks for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe. Do the Gridfinder livery. It's calming. Just sit there in the livery editor, just putting stickers on cars. It's cracking. Season 4, I meant. Yeah, we're in season 3 at the moment, Skyjacker. And oh, they keep dinging. So season 4 meant. Talaran says yes. Skyjacker, you can race instead then. Oh god. And Talaran says, I love a classics idea. I love it. Yeah. Let's get some. We got Jaguar E-types. Can we race them around Goodwood? I'd love to see that. Get the old F180s out as well. The F1 1980s car. Anyway, I'm digressing again. Look, I'm trying to get out of this. So, yes, that's everything. I've told you everything there is to tell you at the moment. There is no time trial I know of yet, but there might be something in the future. And forget anything I've ever mentioned about any kind of time trial. Erase it. Look into this little pen with a red dot on it. Thank you for watching. Sorry guys, I'm going to let you all go. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Mike Oxbig. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you later. See ya. I'm not going to tell you I love you this time. That was weird. That was on Friday night, wasn't it? Or the Clio Cup? I can't remember. One of them I told you I loved you at the end. That was odd. I don't love you. I like you a lot. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.